Welcome back guys to a brand new video where in today's episode I'm going to be showing you how to make a YouTube thumbnail and how to use Photoshop in general. So before this video starts, I just want to ask you to leave a like on this video and subscribe down below, and yeah, I would greatly appreciate that. So you guys can see I've already made this over here. This is because it's my second time recording because my camera was in the wrong place. And yeah, let's just get into it though. Let's create new. And yeah, you want this to be pixels. You want everything to be in pixels. That's the most important. And if you're making a YouTube thumbnail, you want your pixel to be 1280 times 720 because that's the size that YouTube wants your thumbnails to be. And yeah, then you would put in 1280 and 720 down here. But because I'm making a Discord profile picture, I'm going to be making 720 times 720. And yeah, let's create that right there. All right, so you can zoom out using this button right here, and then you can just go left and right, drag wherever you want. And so the first thing you want to do is you want to pick out a background for your thumbnail or profile picture, which we have right here. I'm just be having a black picture. You can just copy that in, and then if you do Control T, you can select it and boxes pop up, which you can drag right like that. And yeah, then it covers the canvas. And everything that's out here won't be shown. It's only the canvas right here that will be shown. So it doesn't matter if you go outside, nothing will happen. So we have our background right here. Normally for the thumbnail, you want something a little bit brighter. But yeah. There we go. Okay, so you can just copy that in right there and go to Photoshop and paste that. Right. And yeah, we can make this guy a little bit bigger. We need to change the dimensions. Don't forget to scroll. Then Control T. We can pull this box right here so we have more to work with, and we can make it more clear what we're cutting, and we don't need to make a lot of guesses. So zoom right into there and then use the pen tool to cut things out. So you just go right here and it's like connect the dots around the figure, and you always want to go more inside the figure than have a little bit of background poking out. So you always want to dot on the thing that you're cutting out. Alright, so after you've cut this shape out, you're going to look like this, where your last shape is here and your starting point was there. And to connect them, you just click on this dot right there and it connects the whole thing. And yeah, now we need to cut out the background, which we do by you right click this guy and you do make selection. You click on make selection and OK, and you see this black and white line going around him. Then layer, and then you have to do layer mask and reveal selection right here, and the background will then be cut out like that. Don't forget that it doesn't have to be this exact. On a YouTube thumbnail, you want to take less time cutting things out, because in the end it'll just be like a tiny box on a phone, and you won't see any difference if you cut it good, like well, or not so well. So there we have it. We have cut out our heel spirit into a black background. So what a lot of YouTubers do is add a lot of saturation, which we can do over here with exposure, vibrance, and hue, and stuff like that, which I kind of want to add. So we can do exposure right here. You can do it higher, offset. You can just play around with this. Probably leave this at 0. But yeah, then you can also add some more stuff like outer glow, which a lot of YouTubers do as well, to their things. So you can see, you can increase the size, you can increase the spread, just change it around a little bit, and you guys can experiment with this. And you normally want it to be bigger than it looks. Like you want it to be really, really big in a YouTube thumbnail. And you can also add drop shadow, which adds like a shadow basically. And you guys can add that to a thumbnail and it looks really, really nice. So I'll definitely recommend using this in a YouTube thumbnail. So here we have hue and saturation, which I'll also add. You guys can change it over here and make it look a little bit creepy. But then saturation here is the most important part. Every YouTuber adds at least 10 saturation extra, because it does make a huge difference and it looks a lot nicer. Then we also have vibrance over here, which I'll also add. It makes it look so much nicer. Just put that up, put saturation up. That just makes everything, every color more glowy, which looks very, very nice in a thumbnail. And if you want, you can also add text for your thumbnails, which you can change the color of. You can also change the font. I'm just going to make this bigger right here, and we select this, and yeah, then we can make it white, for example, or we could make it red, which a lot of YouTubers use. Red is always a good color to go with. There you go, just write text. But yeah, here you can add text, and you can also change the font. You can change the font over here. You guys can choose any font you want. You can also install new fonts, but I'm fine with using these fonts. They're okay. So I think this picture is good, and I'm gonna show you how to export the image. So you go into File, and you go into Export, and then Export As. And then when you click Export, you can basically choose where you want to save it, and then you can make it into a thumbnail and use it for a video. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is just a starter. This is not like how to actually use Photoshop, but it's just for basic stuff such as thumbnails, and yeah, this is not like actual Photoshop, but I just want to share this with you guys and for me as well, because in case I forget. But yeah, I think that should be it for this video. I'll leave a like if you enjoyed, hit subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which I'll be uploading very soon. Bye guys!